2. All right, so communications. I think that's going to be the thing that we need to be aware of moving forward. If you watch the last video, which I know was a little bit long, but sometimes you got to say what you got to say. Not every video can be under 2 minutes. Communications. I saw Delaware Patriot's video and what he said. Yeah, I agree. You need to tread lightly, pick and choose those battles, pick and choose your stands so that you can hopefully be here for the one that counts the most, you know. And if you have loved ones, family, wife, husband, kids, animals, whatever, you definitely want to be on this side, the freedom side of the fence, if shit hits the fan, goes down, right? Or some event. You don't want to be on the prison side of things because you're useless there. You're helpless. I can only imagine if a real shit hits the fan event took place, and you're locked up in prison. It's like, can you imagine the chaos in that? I mean, what would the guards do? They'd probably leave their posts, go home to their families. Some may have some compassion to release the gates and let all the criminals out, but you know, you do the crime, you do the time. And sometimes that's in infinity, you know, forever until you die. So that's just my take on it. But you know, everybody has some compassion at some point for other people. But communications, guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you don't have a network of people that you like here on this platform or other platforms, if you don't have numbers, emails of people that you think will be useful to you, because, you know, just asking somebody here, hey, can I have your number? Can I have your email? We can chat? That's one thing, and which you're not going to friend everyone on that level, right? You're not going to say, hey, I want to text and email everybody here. I don't have time for that. It's something personal. I have a few selected people that I feel trustworthy toward. Most of these people I'm never going to meet in my life. Some of them I have met, and so my selection is very few, and it's nothing personal. It's just I already have a lot on my plate. I'm working all day. I have my own life. I try to do fun activities, build my little projects when I get a chance, take care of my grandfather. I'm trying to keep up on top of this and that. So, and I'm already kind of tied up with text messages throughout the day on the friends that I do have now. So I don't want to add more to that, you know. But get yourself at least a good selected group of individuals that you can communicate with. And I say, my recommendation would be, if you befriend anyone here, and you can have one or two on the West Coast, one or two on the East Coast, one way upstate, North Dakota, Montana, get some down here in Texas. People that are in the military that are in the know on that home front, people that are police officers, dispatchers, doctors. Befriend those, because all those are key resources of communication that you can at least try to get a heads up. Can you imagine if something happened at the hospital level and the doctors found out this, there's now a new cure zombie out there? I'm speaking in code, of course, but can you imagine if there was one? You'd want to know that, right, before it makes the news and then the news reports it to the public. You'd want an ear on that. If you have a neighbor that is into CB radio and he has a put together system that can reach miles and miles out, you want to friend that neighbor, because he's going to have communications on a different level, that if the cell towers go out, if other forms of communication like radio, TV, I think radio would be our last resort of some sort of communication aside from CB. We would definitely go back old school. I think the more we go down this path with everything, that's hit the news. I mean, all the shit hits the fan, conspiracy theories, the cure, the zombies, the different countries, information. I think the rope is just getting tighter and tighter, and I think that if you don't start getting some communications, and I'm not talking about get your all the technology, I'm talking about phone numbers, emails, friends that are close by that you can stay in communication with, even if it's a couple blocks away or in your city or in the state. Start making some communication contacts, because you want to have those as a backup resource. If something goes down, let's say the Wi-Fi goes down, which is pretty much our number one resource of information around the world. And I heard something was going on in North Texas somewhere. There's a buddy here that I'm going to reach out to, and you know who you are, buddy. I'm going to text him and say, hey, what's going on in your neck of the woods? I heard this, but Wi-Fi went down. I can't do any searches. If I hear of an event that happens up in somewhere up in Montana, I have a buddy up there. I can text him and say, hey, what's going on up there? I have some friends that are in West Texas. Get some type of communication system, because again, they're going to start suppressing any information, news, COMMS, any type of things that will give people that are in the preparedness field, that give them a leg up or give them information or sharing information. I think we're going to see more and more channels go away because of the suppression. People are just going to get sick of it and say, man, the hell with this, I'm done. Like I said in my last video, things are getting tighter, and I don't know how much longer a lot of channels are going to be here. I'm going to try to stick around for the long haul, but if for some reason the day comes and it's just time to go, it's time to go. I think I'm okay with it at this point. There's too much stuff going on in the world for me to be diehard concerned and cry over this channel if somehow it goes away and it's taken away or taken down. I had fun. It was good. It was great. I'm not gonna go open up a Patreon account because everyone wants to do that, and not everybody wants to pay. Shit, nobody wants to pay to hear me talk. Hang in there, guys. I'm gonna end this before we get to 8 minutes. So take care. More videos to come right out.